Manny Robles the third, and Manny come from a fighting family, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How was is there any pressure growing up?
No, growing up, you know what? No, there hasn't been any pressure as a matter for me. My pops, he just, yeah. I mean, my uncle's been boxing for a long time, but they've always been so supportive. So that makes that made me feel good. Like just no pressure. My pops always been there for me, obviously since day one. Always made me feel comfortable. So yeah, no pressure.
Did you feel the urge to go into boxing because it was kind of like a family business,
Yeah.
or were you like completely opposite, like at
You
first?
know what?
Or was your dad completely opposite, knowing how hard of a sport it is?
You know, yeah, definitely. My dad knows how hard this sport is. He never forced me to box, but he always took me to the gym because he used to work with my grandfather, Chato, and yeah, he always took me to the gym. So I was just always around it. My uncle's boxing, my pops as his trainer, my grandpa as a trainer, and I just fell in love with the sport instantly. Just always being there. So I wanted to do it. My uncles were doing it. I wanted to do it. My dad was a coach. My dad would coach me. Yeah, and the rest is history, man. After I started going with LA Boxing, was my first gym.
I remember LA Boxing.
LA Boxing. And yeah, I used to go there all the time with my dad. And yeah, that was it. Once I was going with him every day, and I just started doing it on my own. And yeah, the rest is history. My
How
dad
does
started.
your mom feel about it?
My mom doesn't like it. She
Yeah.
doesn't like it at
I
all.
would imagine, yeah.
Oh man, the days of the fight, well, during the fight, she gets super nervous. She can't even watch it. I don't even know why she goes to the fight. She doesn't even watch the fight. But yeah, my mom doesn't like it, but she supports me. She knows I love it, so she's always there.
How's it like having your head trainer as your dad? Like, how's that dynamic? Like,
It's different, but well, I'm actually training with Rudy Hernandez right now.
yeah, okay, but it's split, right?
But it's split,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I was referring to, yeah.
My dad, it's different, just being with my pops all the time, at home, at the gym. But me and my pops have a very good relationship, and I understand that once we get to the gym, he's not my dad anymore, he's my coach.
That's how you see it?
I definitely, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's just how my dad raised me. He always told me that since I was a young amateur. Once you get in the gym, I mean, I'm not your dad anymore, I'm your coach. So he got me to understand that, and yeah, that was it.
Is there ever any times, like, growing up where you're like, no, dad, like, you're my dad? Like, no, I don't want to do that, dad. Like, stop.
When I was younger,
Yeah.
there was times where I
'Cause
wanted
would
to
think
do
that because-
something
yeah,
different.
Because I've heard that from like Danny Garcia, I've heard that from Robert Guerrero.
Yeah, of
where,
course.
Like, they get into situations where they're like, no, and like, they argue
yeah.
back and forth. It's natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my dad has never been that type of dad where like I wanted to do something else. Like, cause I love sports.
Yeah.
I'm pretty like athletic guy. Like I love to play basketball, football, whatever. When I was in school, I used to always go out, play with my friends, go to the park. And my dad, he let me. My dad, he let me play different things. He let me play basketball. He always supported. He's always been a supportive dad. When whether I wanted to do something else, he supported me. Always. So, but I mean, I couldn't leave boxing. Boxing has been in my blood. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, my dad's always been there for me. Yeah, always.
Could you, I guess, you're obviously your dad's a big part of the reason like why you've been successful and why you box. Going back to that dynamic, I guess, like how close of a relationship do you have with your dad, like in and outside of him?
We're very close.
Yeah.
Very, very close. Me and my pops talk about everything. That's my guy, man. That's my best friend. We're always together. Since I was young, like my dad used to always take me everywhere to the fights. Wherever he went, he would take me to the fights. Always took me to the fights. He was a carpenter at one time. He always took me to little side jobs to go work with him. He used to go to his union meetings. He would take me. Like me and my pops are very close since I was Ooh, always. It's always been like that, you know. Yeah, me and my pops are really, really close.
Did you ever imagine not having your dad in your corner, like ever?
Ah, man. Yeah, never. I
Right?
never. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I asked the same question to all the guys that are trained by their dads, and all of them said, if my dad would not be in my corner, I would not box anymore. Like they said, like they would stop boxing,
right,
they
right.
would retire.
I mean, like my last fight, he wasn't in my corner.
Mm-hmm.
He brought, but the thing that made me feel comfortable was him walking in the ring with me, being there, going in the center of the ring, before the fight started, where the ref gave us instructions. Like he's there,
He's there.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that made me
And in the
feel a lot
training,
better.
he's there too.
And well, with Rudy, I mean, I've been knowing Rudy since I was a baby.
Yeah.
So I'm very comfortable with Rudy and Rudy Hernandez. So yeah, it's like I've been training with him forever.
Mm-hmm.
So that made I trust Rudy a lot.
Yeah.
You know, that makes me feel good too. Yeah.
Do you ever imagine doing anything else other than boxing, like work-wise? Or was it
Work-wise,
kind of like never an option? Like it was always like, this is what I'm gonna do.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
mean,
ever give it thought? Like
yeah, of
any
course.
other
I
job?
mean, yeah. I actually I went to school. I want to go back to school again. And but there was a time in my career where I didn't box for like a year and a half because of I had a eye surgery.
Mm.
So at that time, that's when I started going to school, going to trade school, starting to. I wanted to be an electrician. I was working, so that made me wait. That got me to wake up, and there's a lot of things just outside of boxing that I could do. You know, you need a backup plan in this sport. This sport is
Yeah,
tough,
it's tough.
very tough. So yeah, of course.
How
Yeah.
did you? I guess was it weird to go from going to the gym, training all the time, to regular 9 to 5 job? Like how was that?
It was different, definitely. It was I would still go to the gym though to train and
Yeah.
work out, but it was different because I was just going to work out. I wasn't getting ready for anything, so
Mhm.
I definitely missed that part of the sport.
So
But
you did the electrician thing. You said for a year and a half.
yeah, I did actually. Yeah, I was going to a school called Wildtech
Mm-hmm.
in Long Beach, but the school ended up closing down.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
that's
so
how you got back into
and
boxing.
well, no, I ended up getting my surgery.
Mm.
Yeah, and then I signed with Golden Boy. Yeah, and the rest is history. Yeah, they've been keeping me busy ever since. Everything's been going well. Yeah.
So, what do you want to achieve, man? Like, what are your goals?
I mean, world champion.
Yeah?
I want to be, of course. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm in the sport. Yeah. I wouldn't. That's definitely that's been my dream since I was a little kid. Just becoming a world champion. Just making my pops proud, man. Yeah, multiple weight divisions, hopefully in the future, and just keep working, keep training hard, and yeah, rest will fall into place.
This fight coming up,
Hmm.
obviously you're still growing in your progression. I guess.
Hmm.
How do you feel your progression's been so far?
I think I've definitely been getting a lot better, been improving ever since I went with Rudy Hernandez. This is my third fight with him. He's been teaching me a lot. Um, he's he's gonna tell you how it is. He's
Yeah,
an
he's
honest
very
person.
blunt,
Yeah,
yeah.
very very blunt. He's
Yeah.
not gonna sugarcoat anything, and that's one thing I love about Rudy. He's a very smart guy, very intelligent man, and he's changed my style a lot. He just made me improve in a lot of things that I needed to work on. He taught me how to fight inside, which what I would never do. I would never even throw uppercuts since I went with Rudy, which is funny. But yeah, Rudy, he he definitely made me a more confident fighter.
Mm.
I definitely just believe in myself a lot more ever since going with Rudy. Yeah.
Good stuff, man. Well, hey, good luck on your fight coming up, and good chatting with you, man.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.